Hey there, welcome. This is Pillow Talk with Tanya, a show where each week I'll be inviting you into my bed to have a little chat about love and relationships. This week I'm talking about dating. What's the best approach to dating these days? Are we liking the dating apps? Or are we more into singles events? Or are you just standing in the frozen foods aisle at the grocery store hoping and praying that someone attractive and single comes walking along? I love that last one. I've always wanted to meet someone in a grocery store. I think it would be a great way to meet. I've never done it, but if you have, please tell me your stories. I'm dying to know. I actually have a great business idea of a singles grocery store where everything is like half sizes. So half a dozen eggs or half a loaf of bread, and only singles shop there. So you can potentially meet someone and couple off. But maybe not such a good business idea because then they'll couple off and stop coming to my grocery store. But hey, they might get divorced or break up and then they'll come back. And there's always more singles where they came from. So don't steal my idea. I might still do it one day. Anyways, I recently started dating again for the first time in a few years. I'd been with a partner for 5 years and we broke up and I started dating again. And I didn't want to use the dating apps. I'd used them in the past. I really don't like them. I feel like it's a waste of time and I feel like it's overwhelming. I much prefer to meet someone in real life. I can instantly know if there's attraction there, if there's chemistry, if we can carry a conversation, if you make me feel comfortable, what's your general vibe, your aura. I can't get any of that from messaging you on an app or texting. It really just it does nothing for me and wastes a lot of time. But I have heard, I've done a couple master classes on dating, and they say that if you use an actual strategy, if you make your profile like real ironclad so that it like weeds out anyone you wouldn't want and attracts the people you would want, and if you ask really like pointed questions and you follow this strategy and are really methodical about it, that it can actually work. And so that I'm curious if that could work. I have never tried it, but if you have used a strategy on a dating app, please let me know what it is, and how well it worked for you. I have friends that have met the loves of their lives online, so I know it can work. It's just not my preferred method. I've been going the singles events route. I've been to quite a few, and they're super fun, low key, enjoyable. I have never had a bad time at any of them. I'm going to one next week put on by Thursday Dating. So if you're single and you want to know about events, hit me up. I know a lot of them. Also, follow Thursday Dating, they have a lot of good ones. And yeah, it's just a way better way of meeting someone. You get to find out if you have similar interests, like in topic of conversation. Are they like, do they shy away from deep conversations and stick to the small talk, or do they have a great sense of humor? Um, you know, how do you jive together in real life? And I think that's really important and basically where I want to start. I want to skip all that other stuff. I'm too efficient for that. Anyways, I went on a couple dates with people that I met at these events, and that was unfortunately less enjoyable. Mainly because I think we treat dates too much like a job interview. We're just asking each other these questions and we're giving inauthentic answers, and we're really trying to portray who we are, but like you can't do that over a few questions, over a dinner or a few drinks. It's just inauthentic and unenjoyable. So I've been watching a lot of Esther Perel lately. She is great. If you don't know who Esther Perel is, look her up. Fabulous insight on anything relationship wise. And she suggested inviting people to join in your real life as a date, which I find super fascinating and I want to try. So she's like, if you're going out with friends, invite them along. If you're going grocery shopping, invite them along. Run an errand together. And I love this idea because, as she says, you can get so many more data points on a person. Like you can find out, are they on time? Do they show up prepared? Do they have what they need to do this errand? Do they have what they need for the events of the day? Um, how do they interact with the other people, with your friends? I mean, that would be kind of nerve wracking. What do you think? Would you be very nervous to meet someone's friends on the first date? I would be kind of intrigued, but it would definitely be nerve wracking. So I don't want to freak anyone out by suggesting that, but I think it would be a great first date idea. Yeah, you can just find out so much more about them. Like, do they drive around looking for free parking, or do they just pay to go in the parkade? Like, how do they interact with the cashier at the store? Yeah, and that's how we actually get to know people in real life, right? So why not do that with dating? Like, why do we date in this vacuum? It's not the best way to meet people, I don't think. So yeah, but what are your thoughts? What do you think a good first date idea would be? A friend recently actually gave me a lot of good ones, which I love. They're all like activity based, which I think is also good. You could see if someone's competitive or not, or how they act if they lose, which is very good data points. If someone got angry if they lost a game or something, I'd be like, "You're out." If Are they a good cheerleader, or are they only out for themselves? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see someone on a first date in some of these. They suggested like this place where you play various different games, sort of like Squid Games kind of games, but obviously no one dies. Anyways, these are my thoughts on dating, but what about yours? Have you used a strategy on dating apps? Has it worked for you? Have you met someone in a grocery store? If you have, you must tell me. And what about these singles events? Have you been to any, or do you need to know about some? Because I will share. Let me know. Of course, like and subscribe if you want to see more, and vote in my weekly pillow poll. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you back in my bed next week.